Okay, today we are reacting to Every Breath You Take, a Batman animation.
Christmas presents, little white pumpkin.
No. Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, it's already up all the way. Anyway.
And you start doing like granny even if it's
One.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take.
I'm gonna fix this shit. I don't like it being this big when it's like animation. Anyways, here we go,
that
Mom.
way we can start doing Christmas little by little.
Yeah. You just do this thing. You really made a better Batman than Batman. So yeah, he's also one of the first people to realize that. Fun fact: Hugo
I
Strange.
hope everyone knows that he's not going up any higher.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've decided that's already at 73. That's what I'm keeping it on winter. I'm not going up to 75 like I did last. The snakes can stay on heat all pumpkin.
Especially inside the house.
I didn't have heat last year for everyone.
Yeah.
That's the reason we was up so high.
Mm-hmm. Also in the house, it fucking gets hot as hell.
That's why I said we're not going no higher than that 73.
But also, Mom, fun fact, Hugo Strange was one of the first Batman villains to find out Bruce Wayne was the Batman. So, yeah.
That's the way my insulation is. I shouldn't have to go higher for it to be comfortable. The light, like, peach color.
Here we go. Because I'm going to my nerdiness. Since I want to do some, show you anime. This is the thing by the and that's for me. Fun fact, the Riddler robot that points to the no in this is actually a reference to Batman Forever. Also, that's a creepy looking Batman. Creepy as fuck! Here we go!
From the patient files of Dr. Jeremiah Arkham, director of Arkham Asylum. Patient Jonathan Crane, also known as the Scarecrow. Patient suffers from psychopathy, a complete lack of empathy for others, and sadistic tendencies. The patient also suffers from obsessive-compulsive behavior. He's obsessed with the concept of fear and has a compulsion to dress up like a scarecrow. His rather macabre costume is currently in our possession. Brilliant diagnosis, Doctor. Thank you. Or was that sarcasm? Sarcasm? Never. Session 4. So, Jonathan, tell me how you're feeling today. I feel just fine, thank you. How about you? Good, good. Do you remember the last time we met, Jonathan? Of course. How could I forget? Yes, it was right before you escaped. We were sitting in this very room when you suddenly pulled a syringe out of nowhere and jammed it into my neck. Filled with my fear toxin, of course. I know. You certainly do. Unfortunately, I couldn't stick around to watch the show. So tell me, Doctor, what did it make you see? As if I would give you the pleasure. Oh, please, Dr. Arkham. I need to know. Now, before you pull that stunt and escape this facility, we were talking about your childhood. The bullies who taunted you. I remember. Do you wish to discuss that subject again? No, actually. I want to move on to another subject. One we haven't even brought up yet. Oh? Another one of your obsessions. Your obsession with Batman. My obsession with Batman? Dear Dr. Arkham, I believe you are misinformed. I am not obsessed with Batman. Really? Then how come you constantly challenge him? Why do you intentionally seek him out, over and over? You must have me confused with the clown. I do not seek Batman out. Well, okay, I did it first. After our very first encounter, he humiliated me, and I wanted revenge. But now, no, I outright avoid him. What's the point in confronting the Batman? So you're saying you don't want to fight Batman? No. If anything, he wants to fight me. Why, I don't know. Maybe he's a masochist. I see.
Let's put on Penny Cat on me and Mouse and the Scarecrow.
You know, I actually despise Batman. Despise? Yes.
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Because he's defeated you so many times? No, not really. Because he's a poser. What do you mean by that? He's a fake. A charlatan.
The background noises.
The whole city sees him as the master of fear.
No,
But he isn't. Batman knows nothing of fear. He only pretends that he does. Go on. Well, you see, Doctor, once upon a time, I was afraid of the Batman. I was afraid of his shadow, of his swift punch in the gut. But then I realized a shadow and a gut punch was all it was. And a padded cell in this fine establishment, of course. But that was it. For all his grandstanding and hammy theatrics, that was as far as he ever went. Please, that's barely even worse than the bullies who picked on me as a child, and I am certainly not afraid of bullies anymore. So you see, Doctor, Batman has nothing to back up his fearsome facade. It's just that, a facade.
Interesting. And you do have a point. There are no records of Batman ever killing anyone, after all.
Exactly. But I have killed, and there are far worse things to do than kill. I have done those too. Meanwhile, Batman would wet his armored underwear just by thinking of them. He doesn't deserve this city's fare. I do. He's stolen my title.
So what you're saying is, you despise Batman because you're jealous of him.
That's what you got from this. Jealousy. Jealous.
But it's actually because of the
Perhaps so. But it's besides the point, Doctor. He isn't worthy. He's a mockery. He puts a shame to the name of fair. That's why I despise him.
Very interesting. But you're still saying you don't want to fight him. You don't want to dethrone him, as it were?
I would love to dethrone him, but fighting him won't achieve that.
And why not?
In case you haven't noticed, Dr. Arkham, that no one is ever successful in fighting the Batman. No, there has to be another way to it. Expose him somehow.
And you're planning to do this?
As soon as I get out of here.
You won't get out of here, Jonathan. Not this time.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, Doctor, for such a scared little man.
I am not scared, Jonathan. And there's nothing you can do anyway. This time we've made doubly sure there is no fear toxin on your person.
Who said I needed any toxin?
Please, Jonathan, you're completely helpless without your toxin.
Is that so?
It's your crutch.
Maybe. I'll explain then how I could convince Larry the Orderly to commit suicide without any toxin.
Larry? That was you?
It was, yes. He bothered me, behaved like those silly bullies from my childhood.
I don't believe you. Larry obviously suffered from mental issues. Depression.
Did he now? Had he ever displayed such signs before, Doctor?
Nonsense. You're just trying to manipulate me. Now who's the poser, Jonathan?
And why do you fear leaving this asylum, Doctor?
What? What are you on about now?
You slept in your office again, Jeremiah. I've noticed that's becoming a habit as of late. Afraid to go home?
What? What the devil makes you think I slept in my office?
The coffee stain on your shirt collar. It was there yesterday, too. If you went home, why didn't you bother putting on a new shirt?
Maybe they were all in the laundry.
Maybe, but I don't think so. Do you want to know what I think, Jeremiah?
No, not really.
I think you are afraid to leave this asylum. But why, Jeremiah?
I will not indulge this nonsense. And who's holding this session anyway?
Could it be that you fear normalcy? Being out there in normal society, around normal people?
Ridiculous.
Have you grown so accustomed to this place, to us, that you fear you're no longer capable of being normal? Tell me, Jeremiah, do you feel dread at the thought of holding a normal conversation? One that doesn't involve freaks and killers?
Alright, that's enough. This session is over.
If you say so. You know where to find me, though, if you ever need counseling again. I can't say my methods will help you, however.
Mom. Jonathan Crane would be a great therapist. I promise.